have really good guidance until I was older in my life. And my mother was not really present for me at all when I was a child because she was so busy drinking that she was passed out and she was hurting and she was dealing with her own trauma. My grandparents too were alcoholics. My aunts and uncles were alcoholics. All of the people in my family who passed away were basically dying from suicide, murder, car accidents, anything to do with drinking. And that's how I grew up. And I didn't have a lot of positive influence in my life. So when I was growing up, I used to use my imagination. That's how I got by, was making up stories in my head. And I would go into the backyard and I'd call all my friends to come over and I'd put a sheet up on the clothesline. And I would walk through the center of that and I would pretend I was on Broadway. And I would pretend that I was a famous actress. And I wasn't living in a home that was filled with drinking and people passed out on the floor in unsafe circumstances. In my heart and soul, all I could think about was I would make up characters. And that's how I survived. And as I got older, I began to explore those characters a little bit more. And I began to start building bigger characters, and then all of a sudden I realized that I could do this for a living. So I started to build characters that I thought would be able to help other kids to get through what they were going through. And this character that I'm going to do today, her name is Majika. And Majika is a cross between my daughter's names, Imagine and Indica. And this character came to me, I feel like I'm yelling. Is my mic working?
Yeah.
Where's the technicians? Because I don't feel like my mic is working at all.
It's really
It is working?
Yeah.
It's not working.
It is.
It is. Some people are saying no, so I don't know.
Low.
It's really low.
It's just really low. Okay. So this character that I'm going to do today, Majika, she came to me in a really amazing way. It was there's a little bit of sadness attached to it, but I'm going to try and not do too much sadness because we've been through a lot today. But when I got pregnant with my second daughter, which was in 2002, we moved from Sutana into the city. And me and my partner, we got a duplex. And in that duplex, it was so cool because the backyard we shared with the other side. And all of a sudden, this family moves in right next door, which is the name of this show that I'm about to perform. So this family, they move in right next door, and there was a little boy, and he was the same age as my oldest daughter, so he was about 4 or 5. And I was so happy because now there was a little boy next door, and it was a native family. The mother was Ojibwe from Manitoba, and the father was from Ghana. So in my mind, I'm thinking, this is perfect. My little girl can go outside in the backyard, and she can play with this little boy. And it's perfect. So I was excited, and then I started to see little signs. And that's what you're going to see on the stage today, is how that story unraveled. Now, the other thing, I don't want to get too much into the story right now because you will see what happens. Which eye does this thing? This eye, okay. It's very intricate work I'm doing here. So the first thing I did with this character, with Majika, when she came to me through a vision, I started to see this character jump in front of me, and she was a clown, and she was actually a lot like Lunette. Has anyone ever watched The Big Comfy Couch?
Yes.
Right? So that's kind of how Majika came to me. And I knew, once I started to see her, that she was a very spiritual character. So I then went out and I went to the second-hand stores and I started to find clothes that looked like the vision I could see. And I found my dress, and then my mom, she made this, the little bloomers here. And my crinoline is the 4 directions.
That's awesome.
And this belt was given to me by a very sacred elder. It's about 80 years old. And I made the braids, which you will see in a minute. But as she started to come to me, it was like she was demanding that I gave her life, because she wouldn't stop appearing. And I was like, why am I seeing this clown in my head all the time? And it was like she had to be given life. I didn't really have a choice. So, and of course by this time I'd already been acting for like 15 years, so it's not like it was brand new. But I knew that this character was very special. So I put all the pieces together and I made a beautiful hair thing for her. And then I called up my daughter's preschool, which was called Medicine Wheel. And I told them, I said, I've got this character that I'm building, and I don't even know what she's going to do yet, but I'm wondering if I can bring her in to your preschool and play. And this was Medicine Wheel. And Medicine Wheel said, oh yes, please do. We would love to support that. So one day, I put her all on, and I walked into that classroom, and I started to play. And that's how Majika first became Majika. So I'm going to put on the last little part of her right now, and then I'm going to show you a couple of the things that I do with 3 to 7-year-old children, because I'm a trained therapeutic healing clown. And I take this character, and I work with 3 to 7-year-old Indigenous children all over Canada. And I'm going to need a bit of help here. Is there any technicians? Can I get some help to put this off the stage? Thank you. Okay, are you guys ready for this? Here we go. Hi. Oh, I'm so excited to be here. My name is Majika, and I come from the land of imagination. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been to the land of imagination? Oh, Jerry, it's so beautiful there. You're going to love it. I want everybody to reach in front of themselves and pick up their imagination hats and put them on. Oh, you guys are really good. In the land of imagination, we do all kinds of things, and one of the things that I love to do is in this pocket right here, I've got something that's very magic. It's called the blob. Oh boy. And with the blob, I am able to make anything in the whole world as long as it's made with pure love. Now the blob is pure love mixed with imagination. I'm going to show you. Do you want to try? Oh, careful. The only rule with the blob is that you cannot make anything that's going to hurt, because then it'll just disappear. So, can you make something that has love in it? What would you like to make?
Children's hearts.
Oh, she's going to make her children's hearts. Oh my gosh, go ahead. Watch what you're doing. Oh, excuse me. We need some room here. Okay. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh. Now normally I do this with 3 to 7-year-old children. But today I'm going to treat all of you like you're 3 to 7 years old. Did you do that? Can I touch it? Oh my goodness. Look what you did. You are so perfect. Did you know you could do this? Oh, look at this heart. Everybody, look at what she did. It's so beautiful. in the whole classroom, but there's too many of you. But I'm going to take your love and I'm going to mix it all together. And I'm going to put it into the blob, and then afterwards, if anyone wants any blob, they can come up and ask for it. Oh, careful. Okay, so I want to talk to you about something that's really, really important. There's something that we all have, and I want to make sure all of you have it too. Does everybody here have feelings?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh, good, because I didn't want to be the only one. Okay, this is the game. Now, I'm going to show you a feeling, and you don't even have to put your hands up for this. You can just call it out. But you tell me what you think I'm feeling, okay? Okay. Oh. In my body, sometimes I feel... What am I feeling? What? Excited, what else? Happy! Oh, sometimes I feel so happy in my body. I feel like I got rainbows shooting out of my ears and teddy bears doing flip-flops in my belly button. Oh, it's so good. Do you ever feel happy? What makes you feel happy in your body? Oh, her family makes her feel happy in her body. What makes you feel happy in your body? Playing makes her happy. Okay, I'm going to do another one. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Sometimes in my body, I feel... Whoa! Right now I feel what? What do I feel? Oh, I feel angry. I feel so angry. You know why I feel angry? Because I was playing with my toys and my little brother came up and he took my toys without even asking me. And then my mom says, oh, it's your little brother. And I was like, I just want to hit him, but I can't because I got to use my words. Oh, when I feel really angry, I have to go and tell the teacher, right now, in my body, I feel really, really angry. Can I take some time to breathe and be by myself? Oh, can I get everybody to breathe with me to help me get rid of my angers? Are you ready? Oh, I still feel some anger, so everybody ready? Oh, okay. The angers are starting to go away. Okay, one more time, ready? Oh, holy cow. Sometimes when I'm really angry, I forget to use my words. And I just want to hit, but I can't. I've got to go up and tell the teacher, and then I've got to take some time to breathe. Oh. Okay, I'm going to do one more feeling before I move on. Sometimes in my body, I feel... You know what I have to do when I feel sad? I have to go find somebody who's safe, and I have to say, I feel sad in my body. Will you give me a hug? Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know why I felt sad? Because I was outside playing in the playground, and somebody said mean words to me, and it hurt my feelings. I don't like to do that. I don't want anyone saying mean things to me. You know what makes me feel happy? Is when somebody looks at me and they come up and they say, I'm so glad you're here today. I just love seeing you. That makes me feel good inside when you say nice words. Oh, and when I say, you are so smart. I am so impressed by how smart you are. When people say nice words, it makes my heart feel really good. And when people say mean words, it hurts my feelings. So, that's one of the exercises I do with the little children. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform for you a performance about what I do with adults. One of the things that I always say before I do this show, I grew up in a home of alcoholism and chaos, and I wasn't allowed to feel. I was told, I'll wipe that smile off your face. You want to laugh? I'll give you something to laugh about. This is the messages I was told as a child, and I learned how to shut down and become numb, and to keep secrets. So that's why I always tell my audience when I'm working with this show, I give you permission to feel. I give you permission, if you see something funny up here, please laugh. And if you see something sad, honor that feeling too. Okay. This show is called Right Next Door. La dee da, la dee da da, la dee da 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 da, la dee da, la dee da da. I remember the very first time I ever saw him. He was living right next door. Oh, it was a beautiful summer day. The grass was a perfect green, and he was sitting there on the back step, looking at his small brown hands, and he had a certain look in his eye that made me think maybe he needs a friend. So I looked up to the trees and I said, trees, should I go play with him? And the tree said, go, Majika, go play with him. He really needs a friend. And then I looked up at the birds and I said, birds, should I go play with him? And the bird said, go, Majika, go play. And that was my cue. So I took one step down, and then I took another step down. He saw me. Hi, my name's Majika, what's yours? Benjamin? His name is Benjamin. Oh, that's the best name I've heard in my whole life. How old are you? Really? Oh my gosh, me too. Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, do you like to play? You do? Oh, me too. Oh, so next thing you know, we started to play. Oh, we played so hard that day. We played chase, and we played hide and go seek.